containing. Yeah. The SCP Foundation is containing me. It's the only way. I'm an anomaly apparently, because like reading all these has contained me to the world. So if you read faster than that, you will catch up eventually. I will not read faster than 20 SCP a week because I don't want to. I don't have the time for that stuff. I'm not gonna read more than that. And I'm not here to rush this stuff. It's not going away. It's not going away. But yeah, I mean, we're just here to have a good time. And a lot of people find SCPs that they have never heard about. A lot of people it's really interesting to think about that. I'm exposing a lot of people to SCPs that they never even attempted to look at. So like through my YouTube channel, through Twitch, through the thumbnails and all that stuff, they see an anomaly. They're like, oh, I never heard about this one. I never seen this one. And then, you know, having like a schmuck like me reading it out loud for them so they don't have to like focus. They can just play it in the background. Yeah, it helps some of these getting exposure. Afro loves SCP and treats it with respect. Yeah, I'm not saying you should. It's like a passion project for him. I realize Cotterborn, you're not saying it, but I'm saying it I'm saying this now in case somebody does think I should do it, and this is the reason why I won't, because this is a YouTube video now. Say hi to YouTube, everybody. You guys will be out like in the middle of June. This video will come out in the middle of June. This SCP specifically, the one that we're reading right now. Which, by the way, shall we get started? Today we have a DJ Cactus one that's kind of famous. Okay, yeah, I mean, I always love the DJ Cactus stuff. But right now, we got one from the author called Bricks or Brikes. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. The last one we read from this author was 700 SCPs ago. That is crazy. Which is 1622. I should have that on my Dr. AfroFluff channel. 1622. Oh my god, it's the cheese one. I believe it's did I jot down? I don't think I jot down anything in the description, but I do have the title I wrote down is that you cannot handle the cheese. But yeah. This was before I actually made titles that make sense to me. I just said things randomly. But yes, this is a second SCP of theirs that we get to read, and they only have 4, which are all in Series 3. Well, 3 in Series 3, and then 1 in Series 2. And this one is called Illuminitis. Illuminitis, actually. I think Illuminitis makes more sense. Let me see if there's a way to pronounce this real quick. Pronunciation.
Illuminates.
No, that's illuminates. That's not what we have here. I think it's not really a word. So I guess we can make up how to say it. The very last one, the ships are 152. Yeah, those are 1522. Close one. How would you guys say this word right here? Can I zoom in? Yeah, there we go. How would you guys, would you say the first one, Illuminitis, or the second one, Illuminitis? Illuminitis is fun to say. Illuminatis sounds more correct to me. In the meantime, while you guys say that, let's continue. Let's start. Illuminitis. Okay, Illuminitis then. Object class Keter. special containment procedure. Cultural trends regarding subjects overseen by known -1 instances are to be monitored for sudden shifts towards disuse or unpopularity. Market fluctuations involving a sharp decrease in sales for previously popular products are to be investigated for -1 activity. Whenever possible, MTF Kappa 4 Trustbusters, what a name, to be deployed to take members into custody. All captured -1 members are to be contained under heavy sedation until simultaneous amnestic therapy of all active members is possible. In the event that a member of -1 has become a public authority figure, members of Kappa 4 are authorized to contest the position in an attempt to remove -1 from it. Who you got a call? Well, definitely not the Trustbusters. I don't know. They bust trust, which means that you don't gain trust. You lose it. So I rather not call them. At no time are Foundation personnel to attempt to persuade members of -1 that their cause is false until amnestic therapy is possible. SCP-2390 designates a sudden mental affliction which causes affected persons to believe that they are a member of a secret organization. So like Illuminati, but in this case the Illuminitis. Hereby known as -1-XX, dedicated to the regulation of society in regards to a specific product, activity, or trend. Investigation of connection between SCP-2390 and SCP-1659 is being investigated due to similarity of function. SCP-2390 occurs at least once within a 5-year period and trends to affect an average of 15 people at a time. All affected persons will live within 50 kilometers of each other, but often have no significant connection to each other or the focus of the resultant -1 prior to infection. All members of -1 are aware of the identity and location of every other conscious member at all times. Individuals belonging to the group are not a vector for infection and are capable of full rehabilitation through extensive amnestic therapy. Unless provoked, see Incident 17, access restricted to level 3/2390 and above. The SCP Foundation, after trapping a gulf space-time in a... just keep it there, okay? Don't open it. Oh wait, hold on, guys. There we go. Now we can see you guys' text. I was looking over, I was like, well, it's gone. It's all white. Once reaching a number of members between 13 and 21, -1 instances do not tend to grow further, but will attempt to infect another individual if the number of active members drops below the minimum number. This is accomplished by several members of -1 leaving objects and documents related to their focus, most often market figures and research data, within the vicinity of the infectee's living quarters. Footnote says, recovered materials possess no apparent cognitohazardous properties and are incapable of spreading infection to any person aside from the intended infectee. Infection will take place within several days regardless of the amount of time spent away from home and the infectee's awareness of the material's presence. The goal of -1 is invariably to restrict knowledge of or access to its focus. Interrogated members often state their motivation to be a perceived global threat to order, precipitated by the Okay, let me read that again. Interrogated members often state their motivation to be a perceived global threat to order, precipitated by the object of their focus. Okay. When questioned, members have only proven capable of nonsense arguments, often citing qualities of focus which they believe the world is not ready for, without proof or any understanding of what the phrase entails. There is currently no evidence that the focus of any active -1 instance is capable of inciting global unrest of a social, political, or economic nature. When confronted with this repeatedly, members of -1 will become increasingly agitated, insisting that the true nature of its focus is dangerous, finally resulting in a sudden exclamation on the part of -1 member, accompanied by a weak compulsion being experienced by subjects within a 10-meter radius to research the focus of the group sufficiently strong to halt questioning. % of subjects affected will become members of -1 within 1 week, Request to upgrade members of Dash 1 to Dash derivative anomaly status based on this evidence are currently pending approval. I just realized we should let our little Sylvie right here do something that she finds fun. You know what? Even though Halloween's over, let her carve some pumpkins. Members of Dash 1 will either attempt... Wait, you said something. Getting Saint Simon's Day vibes from this. Okay. Oh yeah, Saint Simon. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. Let's see. Let's continue. Members of Dash 1 will either attempt to insert themselves into occupation that will put them in direct control of their focus or change public opinion regarding it. Dash 1 is shown to demonstrate extremely advanced strategic thinking in the placement of its members. Given time, members are allowed to reach positions of influence are capable of causing significant shifts in cultural perception and economic flow. Defunct Dash 1 instances and related focuses. Dash 1HS, hair scrunchies. Dash 1 CB, paintings of The Crying Boy by Bruno Mardio. Dash 1 DW, retiring Florida. Okay, that actually broke the because the HS is hair scrunchies HS, CB Crying Boy, but then DW is definitely not like you know what I mean? Nothing of this starts with D and nothing starts with W. So I was like, you got a system here. You got a little bit of a game here. Now you changed up the game rules. Active Dash 1 removal operations. So Dash 1 CH chip pants. Dash 1 OC predominantly orange clothing. Orange is the new black. Dash 1 KN brand knitting needles. The time in Florida. There we go. See, thank you. That's all I'm asking for. Consistency is all I'm asking for. Dash AA Dash 1 groups. All members are currently voluntarily contained by the Foundation, but show complete resistance to amnestic-based removal of awareness of SCP-2390. This is the most recently created Dash 1 group. For a full list of active and defunct Dash 1 instances, please refer to document 12. Abandonment Log 1. The following is an excerpt of a recording of a meeting between 3 members of Dash 1 TT Focus T-Towels. See? Again, what the fuck, man? What is this? Consistency! This recording was obtained via a hidden microphone plan on Mr. The only member of Dash 1 currently identified by the Foundation. The 2 other participants will be referred to as TT1 and TT2. Display log. Beginning log. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on such a short notice. Dispense with the small talk, Horace. You called us in to discuss a priority 1 emergency. Well, Horace, huh? All members of Dash 1 refer to each other in codename during meetings. These names appear to have no underlying logic behind the selection. So it's not Horus from the Egyptian mythology? Sure thing. There's always time to be polite, Oron. You're really scared, aren't you, Horus? Stop stalling. Just tell us the issue, and we'll see what can be done. Fine. Just have you taken your hard medication today, plebeius? Horus. All right. Look at this. Sounds of keyboard are heard, followed by gasps. Horus, if this is a joke, I don't appreciate. Why the hell would I joke about something like this? You can see it right there on the screens. Mr. Tremaine from Brood is selling homemade tea towels on Etsy. But just last week we were celebrating the anniversary of Endemonidia's factory opening in Cornwall. I thought she had that entire region believing in ours and ours alone. Obviously, she missed a few. It gets worse. How does it get worse? I bought one. I know. But I had to see just what we were up against. Look at the stitching. It's better than ours. Dear God. Reminds me of the Team Fortress 2 animation. This is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. No! How is that possible? We've been there for years. How can anyone even remember a time when tea towels were stitched like that? Did you talk, Horace? How dare you say that to me? I've been a part of this organization since founding, while you just trot in from the cafes with a few squares of cloth in your pockets. You, gentlemen, don't you see what the towel is doing to you? Put your ideological arguments behind you and figure out what we're going to do about this before this little spat repeats itself on an international scale. He's right. He's right, Owen. I'm sorry about that, Horace. I was not myself. I can get to England before too long, get work in the remnant house, and cut off this bitch supply of fabric. That's a good idea, Owen. We need to remember why it is we do what we do. I think it's time and past that we replace the space that Monty left vacant. I agree, Plebeius. My neighbor Danica, one of these names, was just telling me yesterday about her car repairs. I can get a small contingent together to recruit her. Alright, that's enough talk. I have a plane to catch. End log. This is a detail, dear God. There's more. No! I think one of my favorite, I know I think it's from the official Team Fortress 2 animation, right? It's not like a fan thing, it's like an official thing. But it's still one of my favorite shit posts ever. Just the spy pulling out a bucket and soldiers just absolutely being like, it's like, oh my, I cannot believe it. Have you guys seen the one? I have the I have it on in my folder somewhere, where it's not official. It's like a fan animation with the models, of course, and like somebody like spliced the spy's voice, and he looks at the seal that Team Fortress 2 added. Is like, and he's like, I'm not easily impressed. You need to do more than that to impress. And then you see the seal just skateboarding off the balcony, doing a flip and landing on the skateboard, and then just the spy going, dear God, dear God. That I don't know why. Stuff like that hits my funny bone. And then interview 5. The following is a transcript of an interview between Doctor and a member of -1 AA. Codename Malachias, held 4 days after the group's voluntary entrance to containment. Despite the group's choice to enter containment, all members had denied any knowledge of -1 AA and claimed that the existence of -1 groups was a groundless conspiracy. That's what they want you to believe. Display log. Begin log. Okay. Greetings, Mr. Hello, Doctor. Have you decided to tell us anything about Illuminitis? All members of -1A are incapable of recognizing SCP-2390 under any name aside from Illuminitis. I'll tell you again, Doctor. Illuminitis isn't real. It's nothing but a fairy tale. Just a bad fairy tale. Mr. We have already confirmed you as a member of Illuminitis affected group, which were called I love how, like, I got a footnote that says, like, they don't recognize SCP-2390, but then he stopped himself from saying that, but he just goes to saying that anyway, literally a sentence later. We call -1 AA. You recall we told you that. That's why we offered to take you into custody. Alright, you got me. So how did you find out? Did somebody talk since we've been here? No, I did just tell you how we found you, correct? I don't know why I had trouble reading that. Sure, but it's our job to protect people like you from Illuminitis. I can't just stop. Really, Doctor, the less you know, the better. But we know about Illuminitis. Yes. So why can't you tell us anything about it? Look, we protect you, right? We hold this world together. All these groups wandering around, changing how people think. Imagine what would happen if the public at large found out about them. They would understand. There would be blind panic in the streets. Yes, I do suppose people would find it harder to trust businesses and politicians. Oh yes, that too, I suppose. But you aren't looking at the big picture. You can't see the big picture. That's why we're here. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's obvious, but don't you think, you guys, that those are basically the Illuminatis is like the SCP Foundation, and SCP Foundation is like the Illuminatis. So both are saying like, yeah, we gotta contain you to protect the masses, you know, and that's why we exist. That's why we're here. It's like, it's literally. It's like talking to a mirror right now. They're both doing the same thing to each other while talking past each other in the same time. So, why did you turn yourself into our organization? We can't do anything. It only spread the Illuminitis around. But you're outsiders. Simple puppets like you won't spread the infection, but you can still work to contain the threat. Why didn't you just tell us everything then? You know we knew that you were part of -1 AA. I'm a part of what? Our name for you Illuminitis affected group. If you knew that we know, why can't you tell us anything? You don't get it. You don't understand. The danger, end log. Mr. began demonstrating a stammer and noticeable facial tics similar to those developed by -1 RE member. Shortly before incident 17, Doctor terminated the interview and the area surrounding the interview chamber was cleared for 1 hour. I guess that person short circuited because, like, no, you don't. Someone in the discussion said that maybe the O5 Council is infected with a 2390 that centers around anomalies. But then the question is, what came first, the anomaly or the anomaly, and then the foundation, or the foundation? Well, actually, the anomaly would always come first. Never mind. I wanted to do like what came first, the chicken or the egg situation, but yeah, it could be that the SCP Foundation is just a part of Illuminitis, and they just don't realize that they just are not aware of that. That would be crazy. I mean, one of the O1 story was anyway that the O5 Council were anomalies to begin with, so, and then like somebody went around like, you know, terminating them all. So the possibility of the O5s not being humans has been played around with a couple times. I think you guys know that more than I do. SCP Foundation protects the greater human mass from anomalies. Illuminitis protects the greater human mass from, well, I guess anything that might tip the balance of normality, which are not anomalies for some reason. Not anomalies in this case, more like businesses and trends. There we go, post that. I love the idea that the Illuminitis basically do the same thing as the SCP Foundation, but they just decide to do things about, like, yeah, businesses, trends, restaurants, people. Like, I like the idea of them looking at anomalies and like, yeah, that's a bit too complicated for us. Thank God our group is protecting us from the dying from Florida. Nobody should do that. I mean, that's how you get all the Florida men and women, you know, because they all want to retire, but they are not allowed to, so they just bored as fuck doing shenanigans. They're like, they're not bored as fuck, but they're just stuck. Like, I have to do something different. Imagine Florida, man. That should be the next. That should be an SCP. Somebody, in make an SCP in the 9,000 numbers called Florida Man. And just make it a Florida Man that's like beyond unhinged. Anomalously unhinged. Come on. I'll use my power as the Dr. AfroFluff to command you that somebody writes an SCP about a Florida Man that's just crazy. Just beyond, like, he just does things that cannot be explained. And it's called Florida Man, okay? Thank you very much.